Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're diving into a supplement called Aizen Power. We're going to break down the key claims, the promises, and some really important warnings that we found across several online video reviews.
Okay, so let's get right into it. To really get what this product is all about, you first have to understand the problem it's claiming to fix. And based on the videos we looked at, it's a problem a lot of people can probably relate to.
So what's the promise here? Well, the reviews we saw are positioning Aizen Power as an answer for guys dealing with some pretty common issues. Stuff that can pop up from aging or even just stress and anxiety.
Yeah, these are the big four that kept popping up in the videos we analyzed. They're consistently pointed out as the main reasons a guy might start looking for a solution like Aizen Power in the first place.
In this quote, this really hits the nail on the head. It perfectly sums up what all the reviews are getting at. It's pitched as this all-natural way to kind of turn back the clock, to get back some of that energy and performance with things like herbs and vitamins.
Okay, so that's the what. But what about the how? How does this stuff supposedly work? Well, the videos we saw get pretty deep into the so-called science behind it. Let's take a look.
All right, so it all seems to circle back to this one thing, nitric oxide. The reviews we looked at bring this up again and again. Basically, they explain it's super important for relaxing your blood vessels, which is just a fancy way of saying it helps everything flow a whole lot better.
So the sources break it down into this simple four-step process. First, they say it tackles inflammation. Then it boosts that nitric oxide we just talked about. That leads to better blood flow, and, well, that improved blood flow is what they claim delivers the final results.
And here's a huge point that every single video hammers home. It's supposedly 100% natural. They really lean into this, claiming that since it's just plants, herbs, and vitamins, there are no side effects to worry about.
So we've covered the what and the how. Now let's talk about the actual treatment plan and the guarantee they offer, because the videos get really specific here. One thing that's really clear from all the sources is that they're not selling this as some magic overnight fix. Nope, they're very upfront that you need to stick with it. The recommendation is at least 3 months, but they say 6 months is really the sweet spot for getting those long-lasting benefits.
Now, asking someone to commit to 3 or 6 months, that's a big ask, right? So to make that easier, the reviews all point to this one magic number that's meant to be a kind of safety net.
And there it is, a 60-day, 100% money-back guarantee. The way it's presented is super simple. If you're not happy for whatever reason in the first 2 months, you can get all your money back. Totally risk-free, according to them.
Okay, you're gonna wanna pay close attention to this next part, because literally every single source we looked at was crystal clear and super passionate about this one specific point.
And that point all comes down to this one question. Where do you actually buy it? Because the videos are extremely direct about this. They warn you about the dangers of buying it from the wrong place and make it clear you won't find it in stores or on just any website. And this quote right here just captures that warning perfectly. The fear of getting a fake product that doesn't work, or worse, could actually be bad for you, is a huge part of the message. So that leads to the million-dollar question. Where is the one safe place to get it?
And the answer they give is a really clear-cut comparison. On one side, you have the official website, which they say is totally safe and secure. You get the real deal, the quality is guaranteed, and that money-back promise, it applies. But on the other side, buying it anywhere else is painted as a huge risk, a total gamble.
To make absolutely sure you get the message, the reviews all say they've put the only official link right there in the description of their videos. They position it as the one and only way to buy safely. It's a really, really core part of the pitch.
Okay, so let's just take a step back and look at the whole shebang. When you piece all of this together, what you're really seeing is a super clear and honestly pretty clever marketing strategy taking shape.
It's really built on these key selling points, right? It starts with a problem that's super common, it offers up what it calls a safe, all-natural solution, it backs that with a scientific explanation, tells you to be patient, takes away the risk with that guarantee, and finally, it creates this urgency to buy from one single safe place. It's a complete package.
And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about, doesn't it? These things are called reviews, but they pretty clearly follow the blueprint of a sales pitch, from start to finish. It really makes you think, when is a review not a review? Just something to keep in mind next time you're online. Hey, if this explainer helped you make sense of the pitch, do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more. It really helps us out. Thanks so much for watching.